What's going on, everyone? So, Austin Reaves, it's got to be better, man. All right. Look, he has had one good half so far in the postseason. All right. We needed, what did I talk about? We need LeBron and Luka to be transcending. We need Austin Reaves to be great. That's how we're going to win the postseason. That's how we're going to win this round and going forward. Right. Luka, first two games, giving you 34 a game. LeBron had his struggles offensively, wasn't great in game one. Game two, he was like spectacular defensively. And then last night was transcending. I mean, the guy had a legendary performance, legendary night. The guy was just did everything. I felt bad for him because it's just like, man, yeah. But you know Luka and LeBron are going to do Luka and LeBron things. Luka had a terrible game in game three, but I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. Again, he gave you 34 game in the previous games, and he was sick. Fine. Give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm willing to wash my hands with Luka because, again, he's proven it. Austin Reaves hasn't. Right? Austin Reaves last year was not good in that Denver series. Not at all. Shot 28% from three-point range. You know, people just like look at it, the box score and go, oh, like he was great. No, he was terrible defensively. He was getting torched defensively regularly and was not good offensively. Was inconsistent, was all over the place, right? Again, Austin Reaves now is in this postseason. Lakers have their back against the wall, right? You lose game four, series is probably over, right? Probably going to have a very different conversation. Now, technically, yes, you have to win 4 games, and, you know, could the Lakers technically come back? You got 2 home games, so maybe the Lakers could pull off that 3-1, which has happened a lot more regularly the last few years. I don't. Again, the Lakers haven't shown me enough to prove that, okay, they can beat them 3 times in a row. Now, look, I don't think Minnesota has been so good that it's like they're just the better team, right? Even with all the Lakers' issues and flaws and everything, Lakers have been good, right? Lakers game one had about as bad of a game as you could possibly have. And Minnesota had as good, again, shot 50%, 21 of 42 from three-point range. Game two, Lakers had the worst offensive game that they had, even worse than game one, and still won that game and controlled that game, literally start to finish. And the closest Minnesota ever got was 9. Right? Like that, I'll take that. Look at that, and I'm like, okay, those first 2 games, that was beautiful. That's what you want to see, right? Sucks you lost game one, but no, Lakers are in this. Lakers are right in the thick of it. And then you go into game 3. And they did, Minnesota didn't just beat them, right? It's one thing if it's this back and forth thing and you just lose, right? It happens. Again, probably have a very different conversation. It's like, man, that sucks. Tip your cap to them though, and you move on, you get the next one, right? Lakers did everything in their power to lose that game. Literally everything in their power to lose that game. And it was still tied 103-103 with 4:37 remaining. Lakers played about as bad of a game as you could on the road with Luka having his worst offensive performance that'll probably have the entire postseason because he was sick. And with 4:37 remaining, that game was tied 103-103. And then Anthony Edwards by himself beat the Lakers. Lakers scored 1 point the rest of the 4 minutes and 37 seconds. And it was an Austin Reaves free throw, which he missed the second free throw. Right? So this Lakers team I look at, Minnesota isn't better than them. Right? Like they're good enough to beat the Lakers without a doubt and win this series, but they're not like, man, like Lakers have no shot. But Austin Reaves needs to be better. LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reaves, we knew from the beginning, they were going to account for 90% of our performance. And look, Austin Reaves was great in the first half of game 3, to his credit. His shot was falling. Started the game, 3 or 4, I think, from three-point range. But then finished 2 of 7 the rest of the way. Took 11 threes. Settled and bailed them out. He wasn't aggressive, right? He was in the first half, though, when his shot was falling. What did I talk about? When Reeves' shot is falling, his confidence picks up, starts to get a little swagger, a little pep in his step, right? Starts attacking closeouts harder. looks like a completely different Austin Reaves. But when his shot starts not falling, all of a sudden it becomes easier to defend, right? Now he's not able to draw the foul bait, right? Which is a concern too. Look, Austin Reaves, I'm the first one to criticize Reaves. I'm also the first one to praise Reaves when it's warranted, right? I praised Reaves for like 3 months, right? Because he was great. But I don't care what you do in the regular season. I care what you do in the postseason when it matters. You could average 50 a game in the regular season. If you average 5 in the postseason, I don't care, right? Austin Reaves still has a lot he needs to prove in the postseason. Even in his emergence season, right? When he emerged and he became Austin Reaves, he was excellent in that Memphis series. I mean, like, torched Memphis. And then he was very bad in that Warriors series, particularly the first like 3 or 4 games, right? Klay Thompson was just like all over him. Klay Thompson was busting him up, right? Like, welcome to the league, kid type thing. And then the Denver series, he was like so-so. He was like, all right. Like, he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't like great. Like, he was okay. And the last playoffs, he was bad, right? And now you're in this playoffs against Minnesota, and you're seeing a lot of issues from Austin Reaves. And what is it? Austin Reaves, one of the things that I've talked about literally for years now, Austin Reaves doesn't handle ball pressure well, and he doesn't handle physicality well. He doesn't handle it well. And Minnesota is arguably, if not the most physical team in all of basketball, and Austin Reaves is struggling against them. I don't think that that's a coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence that Austin Reaves has not shown up to the party outside of a first half of Game 3. Why? Because, again, he's not good at dealing with ball pressure. Minnesota is just hounding him. He's not good at dealing with physicality, and Minnesota is just being physical and bumping him and getting off his spots and knocking him to the ground. And Austin Reaves isn't getting those foul calls, right? Regular season, when the whistle's blowing, game isn't as physical, right? Reaves is out there cooking. He's out there just boom, 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 doing his thing, getting the foul line, generating 10 points a game from the foul line, right? So Reaves is a different player. Get to the postseason, and that foul baiting well dries up. You got to start being able to hit shots and create for yourself. And he just hasn't done it. He hasn't done it. I mean, you've seen a lot of, look at James Harden, notorious for just disappearing in the playoffs. MVP, one of the best players ever in the regular season, right? One of the best scoring seasons ever. Got the postseason, wasn't there the way you needed it to be, right? Why? Because he was very reliant and played a very specific way that wasn't quite tailored to the postseason. Austin Reaves, again, there's a lot of questions about that. A lot of questions about what he can do. Let's see. In the regular season, he averaged 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4.5 rebounds, and just under 6 assists. Right? He shot 54.7% from 2-point range, EFG of 55.6. 3-point range, 37.7% on 7.3 attempts. Well, how has he looked so far this postseason? He is averaging 16 points, which is actually the lowest point total of his postseason career. He averaged 16.9, 16.8, and 16. Now you might think like, oh, hey, it's only, basically a point difference. This is year 3 where Austin Reaves is supposed to be the best, and every year he gets better, and every year he's this, that, and the other. Well, so far he's not. Okay, well, let's look at it. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. So his rebounds and assists are down. 0 steals, 0 blocks. At least he averaged something in the regular season. He's no longer averaging 100% from the foul line because he missed free throws. He is shooting 69.2% from 2-point range. He's shooting 21.4% from 3-point range on 7 attempts. 21.4%. Last season, he averaged 26.9%. I actually lied. I said he was 28%. He was actually worse. He was 27%. So, again, Austin Reaves is struggling. He has not been good. His shot isn't falling. It's 2 years in a row now. And he played against a Denver team that was very physical and attacked him was aggressive with him and got into him and all of that. And now he's playing a Minnesota team that's doing the same thing. Scouting reports out on Austin Reaves. Teams know how to match up with him. He needs to figure out how to overcome that and be better than that and be the guy that we need. That's it. Backs against the wall. That's it. Game 4. You win this game. Ship is right. 2-2. Head in LA. Beautiful. Let's go. You lose this game. Series is probably over. And I think you look to start maybe trading Austin Reaves this offseason if he doesn't figure it out. Right, he's had one half in which he was good. Outside of that, he's been bad. He's been terrible. Again, look, I called an Austin Reaves hater and all that stuff, but I think I'm very fair about Austin Reaves. Right? When he warrants criticism, I criticize him. When he warrants praise, I praise him. Like I said, I criticized him for the first 3 months of the season, and the last 3 months, all I've done is praised him. Literally, I've defended him even at times. Right? But what he's done so far in these playoffs, there is no excuse. There is no praise. There is no nothing. Figure it out. But as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Feel what your thoughts. Agree with me? Disagree with me? Kind of mixed in the middle. How you feel? Whatever your thoughts are. I love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.